Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday, December 30th at 10:30 a.m. This is Georgia here. Just kind of reflecting on this past year and what's coming up. I pulled a few cards kind of to think about what I wanted to talk about. And there's a lot going on. It's December 30th, so we have one more day of 2020, and then we go into our new year of 2021, and we're still bringing a lot of this stuff from the old year into the new year. So it's definitely going to be another tough year, at least the first half of it, I think. I think it'll take that long just to get, back to some semblance of normalcy. But, the big question is, do we want to go back to normalcy? Do we want to go back to where we were before? And my answer is no, because, I've been pretty bored in between doing readings for people and putting together classes, and I've been watching documentaries, and I love history, so I've been watching a lot of history documentaries, and humanity has not really taken many steps forward. There have been steps forward in science and, biology and things, but, spiritually, we're not. We're still in the same place that we were, thousands of years ago. We're still fighting each other over imaginary land boundaries that are really not real when you think about it. We are fighting each other over religion, even religions in different sects of the same religion are fighting each other and killing each other. And we're fighting each other over who we love, fighting each other over the color of our skin. It's ridiculous, and it hasn't changed in thousands of years. It's been this way on this planet for thousands and thousands of years. Where the first human stood up and beat up the human next to him to take his stuff or his food, has not changed. It's still the same. We just have better weapons, better communications, technology, but we're still doing the same thing. It's still the same. It hasn't changed. We haven't evolved as a species. Many of us have evolved personally, but we have not evolved as a species to the point where there is peace on this planet, and there is not peace. At the rate we're going now, there will never be peace on this planet, because people are so tribal. This tribalism has taken a grip on us, and any progress that we made in the 80s and 90s, early 2000s, spiritually, a lot of it is gone now, and it's just a shame. I mean, we are degrading this planet, destroying it. We don't, people don't care. It's materialism and greed is the thing that just pervades everything. We have to get out of that mindset. It's time. It's time to realize that we are all connected. We are all one. We are all connected on the atomic level. This has been proved with quantum mechanics. And spiritually, people have been saying this for years, but nobody pays attention to that part. They only pull out the parts that are divisive of our spiritual books. And I just feel like it's way past time. I mean, I don't know how many more wake-up calls we have to endure, and they're going to get worse. Each and every one of them is going to get worse and more difficult. This pandemic has been difficult, but it's been a lesson, to count your blessings, to be glad that you are alive, to stop being so selfish. There's such selfishness out there, and narcissism, it's just rampant. Some people have awakened, and more people are awakening every day. And this has to continue, and it's got to be more exponential. We've got to start taking care of our planet. Our planet is a mess. Humanity is a mess. It's just time. It's past time. We have to. We have to start being more mindful of what we're doing and who we are as a species. We have to understand that we are all connected. Everything is connected. You know, I've been watching these genealogy programs, and it's just so amusing to watch people who think they are so much one thing, like I am all Italian, or I am Caucasian, or I am black. And then they do their genetics and find that they're just a mixture of so many things that, you know, the white people think they're white have DNA of black people, and black people who think they're all black have DNA of white people. It's ridiculous. We're all a different shade of the same color, you know, and it's just ridiculous to divide us that way by, you know, our color when we're just a mixture of everything, you know, and it's just silly. I don't understand it, but I probably never will. And we're just in a bad place right now. We have this pandemic that's killing people, a government that doesn't care at the moment, and you know, we have to suffer it. We have to suffer through this, and it's difficult. It's difficult for all of us. We're all having our issues, and I don't know. If we don't wake up soon, I just don't know what's going to happen. We have to wake up. We have no choice. We have to wake up. So the cards that I picked are from the Fairy Oracle, the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy by Lucy Cavendish. It's a great little deck, and I like it because I feel very connected to the fairy realm, or the realm of nature and nature spirits. The first card I picked is called Follow Me. Come, this is your invitation to enter the realm of fairy. A pretty little card. And I think that's what I'm saying. It's time for us to become more connected to our planet, to become more connected to nature spirits, fairies, whatever you want to call them. But we have to start being a part of all that is. And that's what, to me, fairy represents. All that is, our interconnectedness, our oneness. So this is an invitation. I'm issuing an invitation. The second card is Stolen in Her Sleep, Unaware, Unconscious, and Unawakened, which is how I think a lot of the people on this planet are unaware, unconscious, and unawakened. They're just all, you know, like, their biggest issue in life is, you know, do I have to wear a mask? It's an infringement of my freedom. That's not your biggest problem. Your biggest problem is the fact that we are destroying this planet at a record we haven't seen before, at a record speed we haven't seen before. And there's going to be no planet, and it's time to wake up. It's time to understand that we are all connected. But materialism is not the answer. I just have to, like, look at these people who are in power and think that, you know, what they're doing is so important, that they are so important. They're not. You know, in 20 years, a lot of them will be dead, and it just won't matter. What are they clinging to? Death takes it away. You know, and if there is reincarnation, which I believe that there is, they're going to have to pay for it in the next life. It's just ridiculous. It's just crazy. And it's time to make changes as a species. It's time to become more aware of our inherent oneness, and to become more aware of our planet, and to help the planet instead of destroying it at the rate we are. My final card is called Gossamer Princess. Communication, relationship, work to be done. And this is true on many levels. Communication between people has got to get better. There's ugliness out there, like incredible ugliness. People talk to each other like they're garbage, and it's just terrible. And we've got to learn how to talk with one another, and how to communicate, and how to to get along. And the relationship work that has to be done is our relationships with each other, our relationships with the planet, our relationships in the universe, because we are part of a universe. There are other living beings in this universe. This is not all that is, and perhaps our thinking it has been contributing to the rampant narcissism on this planet, but we're not all there is, thank God. And you know, our relationships with each other and the planet and the universe has got to change. There's got to be better communication, more caring, more people knowing of how interconnected we are. And that is my wish for 2021, that people heal, that we understand our connectedness, and that we communicate better with each other, and that the world becomes a more peaceful and loving, compassionate place than it is now. It's now steeped in gross materialism and narcissism, and that has to stop. It's time. We've been doing this for thousands of years. Doesn't work. You keep doing the same thing over and over again. What happens? You're crazy. So, you know, it's time for change, and that is my wish for 2021. And I wish each and every one of you a better year, a healthier year, a happier year. And just understand how connected we all are and how we are all one. And blessings in the new year.